Hi, this is Crystal the Herbalist, and this is video 5 of 6 of the secret ways to make people like you. Now, this chapter is entitled How to Interest People, and it's important to know that these principles are coming out of a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And if you haven't gotten the book by now, get it. It's awesome, and I'm only giving you just a little bit of what is contained in this book. So you're not going to really get the full value. You got to read it, and you got to study it, and you got to apply it. So these are things that I'm challenging you to do. Now, every guest was astonished at the diversity of Theodore Roosevelt's knowledge, whether they were a cowboy or a rough rider or a New York diplomat or a politician. Roosevelt knew what to say. So how did he do it? Well, whenever he was expecting a guest, the night before, he would read up on the subject that he knew that they would be interested in. Now, Roosevelt and other great leaders know that the royal road to a person's heart is to talk about the things that he or she treasures most. Now, there was a man who was active in the Boy Scouts, and he needed a favor. There was a big scout jamboree in Europe, and he wanted the president of a large corporation to fund one of the scouts. Now, the Boy Scout leader heard that this man had drawn a check for $1 million, and after it was canceled, had it framed. So the first thing he did when he entered his office was to ask to see this check. A check for $1 million. He had told him he never knew that anybody had written such a check, and that he wanted to tell his boys that he had actually seen a check for $1 million. The man gladly showed it to him, and so this Boy Scout leader admired it, and then he asked him to tell him all about how it happened to be drawn. Now, as you can see, the Boy Scout leader didn't begin by talking about Boy Scouts or the Jamboree or what he wanted. So then the president of the corporation asked, "Oh, well, by the way, what was it that you wanted?" So the Boy Scout leader told him. To his surprise, he not only got granted him immediately what he asked for, which was to send the one boy to the Jamboree in Europe, but he sent 5 boys and the Boy Scout leader to the Jamboree. And he gave him a letter of credit for $1,000 and told him to stay in Europe for 7 weeks. And that wasn't even all of it. He had also gave him letters of introduction to the branch presidents, putting them at his service, and the president himself met them in Paris and showed them the town. And what was cool is even later, when the boys were growing up and needed jobs, he helped them with jobs if they needed them. That is just one story of several that are in this book. So you've got to give this book a chance. Read it, apply it, it'll change your life. And when you are happy and healthy, that's what life is all about. So go to www.positivelifechangesblog.com. Visit me on Facebook, comment, like, and share. Let me know what this is doing for you, and good health to you.